Here at TMR, we're always keen on reviewing local films, and we're always keen on lauding local talent, and local filmmakers for their efforts. And so it is with very heavy hearts that myself and Matthew are here to basically, to say that Finders Keepers is up there, and it's the only time I'm going to say the film is up there, Matthew, with 2017's other real cuck films like Rough Night, Transformers, The Mummy, and Valerian.
Speaking of Valerian, after an excruciating 90 minutes of Finders Keepers, I turned to PJ, I'm like, PJ, do you think this film is as cuck as Valerian was? And he's like, you know what, Matthew, Valerian was a $180 million film. This is a 180 rand film, so you can't really compare the two. To which my thought was like, if this is a 180 rand film, frankly, I feel director may not crack.
Crack, yeah.
Yeah, he's walking around with 150 rand in his pocket.
Hey, I'm Matt. And I'm Peach.
And welcome to that movie review,
aka TMR. It's a real pity what has transpired with Finders Keepers. This movie actually starts off really well, and it sets a precedent that you hope it will sustain and see throughout the film. But regrettably, that's not to be. This film is funny for roughly 15, genuinely funny for roughly 15 to 20 minutes, and thereafter it just proceeds to plummet to new lows.
And it doesn't just plummet either. It consistently plummets, one could call it an habitual plummeter. And it's like you sit through the film and you just think to yourself, it really can't get worse than this.
Surely not.
It can't. And then the film surprises you and it gets worse.
The filmmakers may as well call the distribution line right now and say, boys, forget about the DVDs. Don't even think about Blu-ray. In fact, let's send this cuck off right now to Pirate Bay, where hopefully their friends and family members are waiting to download the movie and be repulsed by it afterwards.
Ferdinand, I want my bandwidth back.
Yeah.
I want that last 90 minutes of my life back.
Listen, Telkom, is there any way I can get my bandwidth back? I know it's a long shot. But I just watched a really cuck movie, and I just thought maybe this one time I can get my bandwidth back. Hello, Telkom?
Yay! Finders Keepers wastes its talent, and it's a real pity. We've got really credible, stand-up comedians in this film. Stuart Taylor,
yeah.
Dalin Oliver, and what is that,
Bloemboykie,
yeah. He's just like really just got one scene where he's just paying customer in the strip club.
Hey, like in ties.
He's been liquor, he's out for the night.
Yeah.
And then we have credible actors like Neels Van Jaarsveld and Swanby, who, even doing their best, really cannot save this film from itself.
Finders Keepers is a real turd fest, a shit sandwich, if you will. And this is a movie that suffers from an identity crisis. It really doesn't know what it wants to be. It's as if they got together. It's like a bunch of sketches, just thrown together. It's episodic, and
yeah, because it was actually like funny at times.
Yeah,
but it goes like that.
Yeah, exactly. But more like that, and then just further down and further. It just it keeps on devolving.
The stock market crashing. It's just like it's a downward trajectory with
or
small.
Or like the evolution of man the other way around.
the devolution.
Exactly. From
of cinema.
From a really smart guy to an ARP at the end of the day. That's what this movie is about. This movie is an ARP stick. It's an ARP stick. It's a cuck movie. This movie goes from bad to worse, and then it culminates in its cuckdom. Right? It's cuckdom.
Oh wow.
Yeah. New word, man.
I like it.
Cuckdom.
A land of cuck.
A land
rife with cuck.
Exactly. Everything in this world is
covered in cuck.
Yeah. Welcome to cuckdom. Anyway, so this movie culminates in its cuckdom with a shootout scene at the end that we will not give away, but that we pray that you will have the patience to wait for.
That's the man's like
Let's
a Michael Jackson move, and I was just like,
Stuart Taylor, what, brother? What was going on? Was that off the cuff? Did you just decide at that point? Did you just figure?
I think he maybe just decided that they only had that one take, so they had to put it in.
They were probably running out of money, and Stuart probably
everything was like a single text.
Exactly. The whole film.
Was like the first take of everything.
Cut, like a just take it away.
Yeah, no, that's quite. I think my main gripe with this film is that the characters are unrealistic. Their motivations are poorly presented. And they're very vague. And it's just. there's like no backstory or anything in this film. It's just, I don't know. Wow. As a strip club janitor, Dalin Oliver's character is just not believable. And at times, you know, it feels like he's actually in on the joke. You know, like with how silly he's supposed to be, or is at least. And you know, it's almost like halfway through the film you realize, you know, this is a cuck film. I'm playing in a cuck film here, and he just throws caution to the wind and he just like starts doing whatever. You know, this is a trend obviously followed by his co-stars. They all realized it at the same time. I say like they said lunchtime.
Yeah, I don't think they were like, oh,
is Maynard around? Where's Maynard? Oh no, he's in his trailer. Listen here, Owen. This is a cuck film.
Oh my fuck.
Listen, but listen, we're still getting paid, so let's just. At least we're getting paid. But let's have some fun.
Yeah, let's have some fun because literally we are in a cuck movie now, so let's just go in and let's just do what we can. You know what, Matthew? I got a question.
I'm convinced that's what happened.
How did a movie like this even get bankrupt? You know what I mean? Like who actually looked at the script and went,
Trust me.
hey, these boys are onto something. I'll back it.
Yeah.
You know, here's some money, go make this movie.
Never make decisions when you're drunk.
As his so-called friend, Neels Van Jaarsveld is clearly picking up a paycheck. This guy played an excellent villain in
Jaarsveld.
In Jaarsveld.
Yes, he was brilliant, my bro.
And remember, he gave us that classic line, "Yes, Piet, jy's a useless donor."
It's a useless donor, Piet.
I mean, that was just...
There's a maroon.
He had killer lines in there. In this film, there are no killer lines. There's nothing to remember him by. Instead, we've got him as this booze-fueled gambler, hopelessly in love with a Russian stripper.
No, that's original.
Yeah, very original.
Oh wow. That's not cliched at all.
Yeah, no one's ever fallen in love with a Russian stripper.
You know, the stripper with the heart of gold.
Yes. Wow.
That also hasn't been done before.
I've got it. We'll give her a heart of gold.
Never been done before.
Brilliant.
The only reason she's here is because, you know, we've kidnapped her sister.
Yeah. Well, I give some cuck, you know.
It's the only reason she's here.
She didn't want to strip because she thought she could make a tete and she make a lot of money. That's not why she's here.
Thereafter, you know, he follows this downward trajectory, you know, brought forth by this poorly written script who has absolutely no respect for its talent. I mean, was there a script, PJ? Was there a script here?
Matthew, I'm prepared to question if there was actually a script.
If there was a script, it was a first draft.
Yeah, first draft, pamphlet.
The man fucking wrote it on the cutboard. He's like, yes, this is perfect. It's no need to rewrite it.
It's so good, it doesn't need to be rewritten.
Not at all.
As a Russian stripper, Lise Slabber. Slabber, I think?
Slabber?
Not sure. Anyway. Plays Van Jaarsveld's love interest. Her role in this movie is basically relegated to her amazing rack. However, even her constant parading in skimpy outfits, you know, cannot save finders keepers from the bargain bin at Pick and Pay. Her rack might want to consider getting itself an agent, though.
There is one actor that's bringing it, though, that I feel is bringing it. I don't know if Peter's will agree with me here, but that's Grant Swanby. What's his name? Reno from Silverland?
Isidingo,
Silverland? One of the shows. One of the shows in SABC too. He brings it, you know, and he's quite consistent in his character, and he's got great comedic timing, if I might add, you know what I mean. And his Russian accent, while it's not brilliant, but it's decent.
Yeah.
And he outacts everyone else in the film, I think.
I couldn't agree more, Matthew. Swanby is the one constant in a galaxy of cuck.
In conclusion, guys, like we said in the beginning, we don't want to take cuck or local cinema. It's the last thing we want to do. You know, we never, in fact, when we go into these films, we always tell each other, please be good. You know what I mean? We want to uplift local cinema. We don't really want to lambast cuck that means something locally. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, we're not going to lie to you. We're not going to lie to you.
We must be honest with ourselves.
We must be honest with ourselves and with you. And unfortunately, the honest opinion is that this is a cuck movie. Look, apparently, director Maynard Crack. Yeah.
What a name.
This is ironic because I never cracked myself once in this thing. Apparently, he said this film is directed at, you know, teenage boys and shit like that. And I mean, look, if you still laugh for cuck jokes like this, then maybe, you know, go watch it. Prove us wrong. Maybe you guys should go watch it, and maybe I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
you will like it.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
Maybe you'll enjoy it, you know.
Anyway, but long story short, I'm gonna unfortunately have to give this film a 4 out of 10.
Wow, Matthew.
It's pretty low. I was wavering on 5.
Wow, I thought you were 5.
It was, but I mean, the same way that this film plummeted, you know, my image of it has plummeted since I've watched it.
I agree with Matthew, and let me tell you something. This guy is one of the most optimistic people when it comes to movies. Matthew always really hopes for the best when he watches a
Absolutely,
movie.
I want to like films.
So for him to give it a 4 says a lot. You guys need to understand that. This is a seriously cuck film. The problem with Finders Keepers is that it goes from funny to episodic to just plain cuck. This movie isn't even one of those films that's so cuck it's good. It's just plain cuck. It's silly and embarrassing. How many times didn't we just curl our toes?
I turned page, I'm like,
look down, reflect in horror.
It's that bad,
It's
guys.
so bad, Everybody involved seriously needs to rethink their lives and their careers. I'm sorry, chaps. The target was over there. And that's where you boys shot. Way out there somewhere. This film's getting a 4 out of 10 from me as well. I don't know, if you want to see Dalin Oliver's Hall, then yeah, go check it out.
So that's it this week for that movie review. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thanks for always taking the time to like, comment and share our videos. We really appreciate it.
We absolutely do, boys and girls, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place, right here on TMR.
Ja, dat waar.
Goed zeg.